What is going on, world? It is that time once again of the week, 90 Miles from Comics. I'm your host, as always, Chad. Once again, I don't have the whole crew here with me. Eventually, we're going to get them on here. I swear it. I swear it. Everyone's been traveling around the world. I know Kevin right now is in Costa Rica. I know the big man, Justin, he's just been traveling for work. He's been all over the place, too. So shout out to those guys. And we all know the heel, he's been dealing with baby heel. So shout out to you guys. We miss you here on 90 Miles from Comics. But this week, once again, joining me, I got the captain himself, Captain Javier. What's going on, Cap?
What's up? What's up? I like that intro, the cap. I like that.
Yeah, you like it? I got my cap shirt on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like caps on behind me. You know, we're here. We're live. I'm trying to pull up the chat. I'm a terrible host. I didn't do this yesterday. I don't know if you got the chat pulled up yet, but
yeah, we got Perry in here. Perry Comics.
Perry Comics, man. Perry Comics is my guy. Thank you for being here, Perry. Once again, he was here last night too with me. Hey, there it is. Now we're up in here. Now I got the chat going. Sweet. Oh, now I'm a noob too. I'm pulling the Kevin.
Yeah. You got Marcos up in here too.
We got Marcos and Mr. Gretzky's in the building in here as well. What's up, Mr. Gretzky? So, I'm losing you, Javi. I'm losing you. Oh, bro, I'm losing you, Javi. Are you good? You there? All right, there you are. All right, cool. Hey, we got the comic head in the chat. He's throwing blue wrenches in there for me. Thank you, Kenny. What's up, bro? Good to see you in the chat joining us, man. I know we're crazy, Javi, because we're going up against the heavy hitter Comic Tom 101, but it's all right because every Wednesday, you and me get together and talk comics after we go to the comic book shop. So you know we have to talk some comics. So are you still with me, bro?
Yeah, we're good now.
All right, because they said you froze, but all right, you're here. You're here. Sweet. So everyone in the chat, if you can, make sure you hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it. And all right, Javi, I read some books last week. Did you?
Yeah, definitely read some good books last week. Last week was some heavy hitters.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. We had Venom. I think that might have been my favorite read of last week. I'll say that. It was my favorite read of last week.
Venom was good. Venom was, the art is great. Ryan Stegman on Venom, like, can't get enough of that.
That next cover is going to be the Maker cover, man. I cannot wait for that cover as well, man.
Nice, yeah.
So Venom was my favorite read last week. I did read Avengers No Road Home issue 2. I also read Wolverine Infinity Gauntlet. I also read I didn't get to finish it, but I did read some of this, which it's okay. It's tied into Heroes in Crisis, and I don't know. I guess we'll talk about it later. And then I also read Guardians of the Galaxy. So I don't know if you read some or all of the same books. Let me know. And if anyone in the chat read, though, let us know what you read, too, in the chat, guys.
Yeah, I read the same thing, those 3 books, and I also read Savage Sword of Conan #1. I was able to pick one of those up and catch up, and #2 came out today, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Perry Comics, he said Hulkerine. I didn't pick that up, and I should have. They still had some, too, at my LCS, so I might swing back around and pick that up, man, because Hulk's been awesome. Hulk's an awesome character, you know? So, all right, so what do you want to start, Javi? Do you want to start? You want to go with Conan? You want to do a quick brief on Conan, man, or?
Conan, yeah. So it starts off with, let me get this up right here if I can find it. But it startes off with, let me see if I can remember actually.
We can use something else if you want, bro.
No. It was a while ago. But I don't even remember, man.
No? It's cool.
Oh, here it is. It's in my paw.
Of course it is, bro.
Yeah. Forget about him the next day. It starts off with him in the ocean, and he gets cast away pretty much. He becomes a slave because he's pretty much knocked out. He's been drifting away in the sea for like X amount of days. And finally, a pirate ship finds him and they make him a slave. They're pretty much going to go sell him when they land. He has a fever. He comes in and out of, like reality. And there's somebody who has taken the responsibility of being his caretaker. And what he does is the caretaker asks the pirate, um, he's like the pirate head, I guess you could call him. He asked him, "Oh, I'll take care of Conan, but in return, you have to give me my freedom." And the pirate's like, "Oh, okay, like we'll talk it over. We'll see." And they're chained together, so they're kind of bound together by chains. Conan comes to, and of course, the first thing that Conan does when he comes to is he's just acting reckless, acting savage. He wants to get the hell out of there. He punches the caretaker in the face, and he's like, "Yo, what's on? You got to tell me what's going on." And the caretaker is obviously trying to do things his own way, the peaceful way, the way that he's been just brought up to know because he's been a slave for so long. And Conan's just, nope, not gonna happen. Breaks his way out of his like imprisonment, and he's like, "Oh, I need a bone. I need a bone. Like, it doesn't matter from where, but I need a bone." He ends up snapping one of the guard's fingers and breaking off that finger and using the finger bone to use it as a pick lock to unlock his chains, pretty much.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. uh, but he steals the captain's treasure chest. He's like, "Yo, like, I'm not leaving without this. It's gold. It's treasure. Like, I'm Conan. This is what I do." Um, it ends up being that the captain is some like serpentine creature, magical creature. So he turns into like this snake human hybrid and attacks Conan, and there's fire there ends up a fire ends up happening below the ship, and that causes to escalate the situation. Conan gets out with the key, or sorry, he drops the key, which is like the key to unlock all the other prisoners' locks. So they end up escaping their own way. But Conan, by losing that key, he's not able to unlock the chains from his caretaker. So he has to take him, and they find a boat, and they're able to land on the boat, but Conan just falls through the boat, and it's just like a series of unfortunate events. And the book ends where he opens the chest and there's nothing. There's just like sand, and it's just like he's like pissed, and then all of a sudden like his mind's eye, like his third eye, starts to open up, and he has this vision of his greatest enemy, his greatest just like a revelation of sorts. And the caretaker's with him. He's like, "Oh, what did you find? Fortune. um what did you see?" Conan says, "Fortune and death." And the caretaker asks, "What did you get? Like, which one did you end up choosing?" Conan says, "Both." So
Course,
destiny
right?
awaits.
Yeah,
Destiny
that's
awaits. And that was
and
a
who's
savage
writing this?
episode of Conan.
Can you show it?
That's Greg Duggan.
Oh, all right, cool. The guy that did the Infinity Wars. Dope cover. I should have picked one up
Yeah.
just because it's Alex Ross. Cool.
So yeah, he's stranded on an island and I guess he like just saw his future. And I guess I can show off the second cover right now, but the second cover is just this fucking
Uh, so,
awesome
as I said, we'll talk about
classic.
we'll show the pickups from today later.
Yeah,
Figured we just talk about what we read.
but yeah,
All right, so
it wasn't bad.
cool. All right, I guess I will briefly. I kind of just. I mean, all right. So this is that crossover. So this is Batman issue 65, right? This is cover beats, whatever. I actually probably should have gotten cover A on this one, but pretty much you got Gotham Girl going around town causing problems, thinking she's a hero, but she's not. She's doing that whole thing again. I don't know if you remember that whole
Yeah,
bonanza before. So, that's all happening. And then at one part, like Gotham Guy shows up and like like it's almost like the same thing happens. You know what I'm saying? Like where he just uses too much power and like explodes and pretty much dies. And then towards the end of pretty much the end of the book, she starts doing the same thing as they're fighting Batman and the Flash. So, they Gotham Girl and Gotham Guy, they pretty much take it to Batman and the Flash pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? They exchange hands. So it was all right. It was a cool read, I guess. I mean, I guess I'm only really into it because it's kind of connected to Heroes in Crisis. You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to my brother, and we got Shannon in the building as well. Shout out to me, man. But yeah, it was all right. I mean, I will definitely say I enjoyed this book here. That's why I'm still displaying it, but I should probably display this one because I'm talking about it. But yeah, it was all right, man. Like I don't know. I've read better, and it's not Tom King. It's Sean Williamson, but it's okay.
What was the tie-in with Heroes in Crisis? It was
Well,
just like the heroes are dead, or like
yeah, I honestly think the tie-in especially is going to be that Gotham Girl is probably the one that's killing all these heroes. I don't know. It sounds weird, but
really?
as I'm reading this, that's how I feel or something like that. But I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just like a super shot in the dark. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's Tom King, right? Writing Heroes in Crisis, so we never know what could happen, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy
I mean it's
revelation.
Williamson. So on this, because it's a crossover and it ends in Flash, which came out today, Flash 65.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean it was okay. It was actually the only DC book that I picked up last week, and it was the only thing DC that I read. But yeah, man, I will say this: the art is phenomenal in this for sure. So you should definitely check that out because the art was cool. So I mean, yeah, it's not a bad read. I'll say that it was not a bad read. So I know my synopsis wasn't very descriptive and probably didn't give you guys much. So I'm sorry.
It's all good.
But there's a couple other books that I guess I felt I was more invested in, and I have a little bit more to say on. So
And that's the Batman Flash crossover.
yes, and this is part 3 of that, and part 4, which is in Flash 65, which I picked up today. I'll be showing that off later when we show off our pools.
Nice.
Yeah, so I guess moving on. Did you read Avengers No Road Home?
No, I still have to catch up on that.
You said, all right, so you didn't read that? All right, so this was cool. I guess I won't.
I'm waiting on that.
All right.
Yo, me man, miss you too, bro.
Yo, missing me, man.
Yeah.
All right, so what else did you read? Javi, I'll let you do the next book.
I read Wolverine Infinity Watch.
All right, I read that too. So if you want to go ahead and do that, we can go ahead and do that, my friend. Go ahead, start us off. I'm sure you enjoyed this because you are a huge Wolverine fan.
Yes, I am, and it was insane. It was pretty cool. It starts off with Wolverine. I guess you can say it's like the Wolverine that we know, the one that has looks like this, classic old school Wolverine.
Oh, sweet, showing off the book.
Yeah, but he's talking about how he's been through many lives, etc., etc., etc. Like saying how even though he's died, he's still somehow, his heart is still pumping still, he still somehow comes back. he knocks on, and he goes on to say that no matter how many times he's lost, he can always come back to one spot, and that, of course, is the mansion, Xavier's school. So he goes there, and he knocks on the door, and he sees Jean, or what
It seems to be
seems to
Gene.
be Jean,
Yeah.
right? And he ends up stabbing her,
Which
like
was
right in the
brutal.
side,
It was
right, like
cool.
right in the side chest, like no holding back. He just immediately like sniffs her, and then he's just like, "Ah, damn, bam." Ends up being Loki, and it was just like even the mansion being built, it was all just an illusion from the start. Loki was Jean. He shows his form, and there's this hilarious picture where like uh Wolverine bends down and he sees this old painting of Iceman trying to put out a fire by peeing on it with his ice.
Yeah.
And Wolverine's like, well, that never happened when I was a teacher, you know?
Like, not on my watch.
Yeah. But Loki is trying trying to tell him like, oh, you're the cause of this, right? Like you're the one who's behind all this nonsense because you didn't listen to me. And then this Logan's he's like, what? I don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden Logan with the Phoenix Force with a bat made of like time crystals, I think he said
Bro,
it was.
sick. Just comes flying through, like, boom, I'm here. And
Yeah,
it looks
and he
super
has like,
badass. Can you show that? I don't know if you can show
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, side like
Oh man.
alcohol, I guess you can call it.
He's got like, yeah, well, he's got like whiskey.
But he tells Logan, he's like, "Oh, you don't know, like you don't know what's going on because it happened to me." So I guess they're throwing in these like alternate versions of Wolverine, and Wolverine with the Phoenix Force. He just starts explaining what happened in Infinity Wars with what happened with Gamora and how she took all the stones, but how it was actually all kind of Loki's fault. He's kind of the catalyst for all this happening. He's the one that acquired the power and then like went into the quarry, and then when he went into the quarry he
He messed,
tried using the stones, but the stones weren't powerful enough in that.
messed with everything.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess Loki doesn't really have like any recollection about all of this. Um so um what happens is Loki's trying to plea to the Wolverine, and he's like, "Oh, you got to help me. Like, please don't make that happen. Please stop me from doing that." You know, um, that's where he has, you know, like that's where he comes in. That's why he came into this like universe. He gives the Wolverine that we know. He gives him the bat.
With time on it.
Yeah, he gives him the bat, and he's like, protect Hector, which is like an open-ended, because we don't even know who Hector is. But Logan's like, who the hell is Hector? What happened to what happened to the stones? And it just goes on from there that the stones, Warlock was able to give the stones, give each of the stones a soul. So once they received a soul, I guess they felt the need to like take an embodiment of sorts, and 5 of the stones went like outer world, and one of the stones remained on Earth, and that was the time stone. And the time stone connected with a human. So like the time stone is literally inside, infused with a human being, and that human being is a prisoner. And he's like,
Uses it to
don't
get out of
mind
prison.
me. Yeah, like, don't
Yeah.
mind me. I'm getting out of jail.
Yeah.
Like, stop. And then all of a sudden it turns green and everything around him stops. And he's like, oh, it happened again. Cool. You know, like, let me just walk out of jail. Like, literally, he just walks out of jail.
Yo, shout out to Sam's Tangled Web in the building. We also got Sheila in here. Thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, and then as that happens, I like how, I guess, obviously the Black Order is looking for the stone, and your boy shows up trying to find things and messing things up at the end.
Yeah. The Shatari, one of the whatever, but he's trying to look for the time stone on Earth.
Yo. Oh, then we got a special guest appearance.
Hey, what time is it?
Right. Oh, okay. This is Chad from the Comic Core. What's up, Chad? So, it's 8:30 on the East Coast. I know you're in Vegas, so that means it's got to be like 6:30, right?
It's 5:30.
5:30. All right, 5:30. My
bad.
Not bad. That's not bad.
What book are we reviewing?
We were just reviewing Wolverine in the Infinity Watch.
What did you think of the art in that?
I thought it was good.
Really?
It wasn't. It was okay.
I thought it was good. I didn't think it was like phenomenal.
It was okay.
Yeah, I mean, the cover's dope.
Yeah, the cover's awesome. I just wanted to stop by. I saw a hangout. I was like, I'm down for a hangout.
Yeah, you're always more than welcome to join us, Chad. Thanks for joining us, man.
So can I give a quick plug?
Yeah, what? You go to the Comic Core Unlimited tonight at 10 o'clock?
Oh,
that's the Comic Core channel?
That's what I just needed to know.
Oh, yeah, of course. You're not going to be on. So it's going to be John's Comics with Kids. We got JD Comics on there. And then who are the special guests? Can you help me out with that?
Oh, no. They got Comics Misexplained.
Oh, Comics Misexplained. Sweet. I got to get him on here soon, too.
And who else? John Comics with Kids, JD. Oh, and who could forget? Comic Spectre.
Comic Spectre. Oh, what? How could you forget that? How could I forget that? That's crazy,
it's going to be off the chain. Those guys are awesome. And hey, if you like them, there's this show on Friday nights. It gets kind of crazy. I think I might try to get home to be on it. It's called Comic Core. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I'll make sure I add the link to the video when this is done posting for you. So, are you ready to review the next book, man?
Yeah, sure. What is the next book?
So I was gonna go ahead and I was gonna move. Did you read Avengers: No Road Home by any chance?
Number 2?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to take it away, Chad?
I bought it. I didn't read it.
Oh, you didn't read it? Okay. Did you read Guardians of the Galaxy number 2?
No, man. You're staying in this Marvel world,
bro. Well, I mean, all right. Well, I kind of talked about it. Did you read Batman 65?
I did. I liked it. Yeah. Now. I liked it.
Art was awesome.
The art is fantastic. I personally think that Batman and Superman should only be written by Tomasi.
Okay.
And there's a reason for it. Oh my God, look at that. He got a 9.6 on a Killing Joke.
What's up, brothers?
Yo, we got Kenny. We got the comic head in the building. What's going on, Kenny? Thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, Kenny, I'm going to tag you in because I'm going to go get a steak, and then I'm going to hang out with you guys and check you out and watch you in the elevator.
All right, sweet. Thank you.
A hot tag.
Yo,
a hot tag.
Well, thanks for joining us, Chad, for the quick hot minute. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the Comic Core Unlimited at 10 o'clock Eastern time.
And I'm sure we'll do a hangout later.
Yeah, let me know.
I'll see you guys.
All right, later, man. Thanks, bro. That was awesome. Yo, Kenny, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us. Now, you never know what's going to happen here, bro. People come in, they come out. That's what's awesome. The Royal Rumble has started, bro.
Hello, Javi. Nice to meet you, brother.
Yeah, this is my good friend, Javier. Kenny, he is actually the guitar player of my band as well. And
I heard.
Yeah, one of my best friends, man. So this is
I've heard lots
cool.
of good things about you, sir.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
awesome. Thank you.
Javi is the man. You can say he's definitely the one that.
I think you said he was the one that kind of reignited you back into the comic game, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
Yes, that is right.
That is exactly right. It is all
Good work,
his fault.
Javi. Good work.
Yeah,
doing
right.
the Lord's
Now
work.
he's like neck deep in comics.
Yeah, right. No better way. All right, so I guess we won't backtrack back to Batman as we
I
heard
did
Chad
read
liked
No
it.
Road Home, by the way. I think
Did
you were trying to.
Yeah.
maybe,
Do you want to talk about it, Kenny?
hold on, I messed myself up. I
No,
mean,
you're cool.
here we go. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you read it. Is that right?
Yeah, I did read it. I mean, I didn't get to read it 3 times and super get analyze it and stuff like that. But I thought it was cool. We got this apparent. I forget her name. What's this? Lady Death
Right. She's kind
person.
of. There's like
Forget her
Greek
name.
god vibes going on.
Yeah, and they're on
in
Mount
this.
Olympus, and she's pretty much taken over, killing everybody. And then they go to get the Avengers, and pretty much throughout the whole book, you got Hawkeye kind of narrating throughout it, and I guess just his feelings and all this, all this stuff about when knowing when to take the right shot and be in the right spot, and kind of analyzing everything that's happening in the book. And I thought that was kind of cool. What'd you think, Kenny?
Yeah, it's cool
Yeah.
that he's narrating throughout the whole thing, and he's kind of like self-deprecating himself throughout, and I'm sure the question that must get posed to him a lot, like, what's your power again, dude? Like, how are you in the Avengers?
Right.
And he's just kind of making the point of like, hey man, I'm lucky, and I guess I'm good at being lucky, and I think there's kind of a theme of sometimes you just gotta get up and do it and give it a shot, like.
Hell yeah.
He's like, I'm in the Avengers because I'm a try hard, dude. I try and I put myself out there, and it was kind of a cool sentiment,
Yeah, and I thought and the art is awesome. And then so I forget her name. I gotta look it up.
I'll find it because I have the book up right now.
So she's taken over Mount Olympus. They send Voyager to come get the Avengers. So they come out to Mount Olympus. They're doing their thing. They're trying to say things, and of course, like every villain in most comics, they're doing what villains do and kind of getting their way. So at the, you get to this point where she just starts manhandling everyone. And then I love that Hulk tried to just straight up grab her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought that panel was super cool, man.
Yeah, Nyx is her name. NYX.
Nyx. Yeah, I was gonna say it was something like that. Nyx. So you could, I guess,
Dope name.
issue 1 would be what her first cameo, because she shows up at the end, and then this you could say her first full appearance, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. And what's cool about this No Road Home thing is I think it's the first time that you have Immortal Hulk, even though it's still Hulk, but Immortal Hulk is kind of his own thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, he is his own thing, right? For sure.
Yeah.
So this is the first time Immortal Hulk is on an Avengers team, right?
Yeah.
It's a different dynamic going on.
Yeah, and then so anyway, pretty much she gets her way, and then I don't know, they somehow Hawkeye gets just beamed out, and all the Avengers just get straight up beamed out of Mount Olympus. And then the book at the end, Hawkeye wakes up in the hospital, and he's trying to figure everything out. And he's like, yo, what is going on? Why am I here? He's screaming for doctors and stuff like that. And then I guess he hears this voice, and this was my favorite part. At the, it's Hulk, and he's like, yo, Barton, it's just you and me, and we got things to settle, because he was the one that shot him in Civil War 2. So that's kind of where that ends.
That's the panel, if I may, where Hulk rolls up on him in the hospital bed, and he's like, yo, time for some comeuppance. Because Bruce Banner wanted him to take the shot, but Hulk did not,
didn't.
And what was interesting too is spoiler alert, I guess, but
that's why we're talking, bro.
it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice this 2 pages prior where he wakes up? He lost his thumb, dude.
Oh, dude, I did not even know. I just saw the bandages, bro.
Yeah,
man.
I'm pretty sure he's thumbless.
So no wonder he's freaking out.
Yeah.
No, he lost his thumb, and it even looks like his pinky is a little
chopped
don't know.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if you. Let's see. Is Hawkeye right-handed or left? Because what do you need your thumb? I think that's the
Yeah, that's the one.
drawing
Yeah.
hand
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you totally
Yeah.
need your thumb. You totally need thumbs. Like.
to work an arrow, right?
Damn, yo, that's a big loss. No wonder he's freaking out like that.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Good read. I'm into it. I think later tonight is the first, just to give a community shout out, episode 1 of our pal Jeffrey Comic Con and Comic Books NYC. I think they're starting from issue 1, reviewing this series, Avengers.
Oh, really? All right, cool. I mean, I didn't really talk about it last week, because last week on this show we had Chris from Mad Cave Studios, that indie company from down here I was telling you about.
Yeah,
So
Battle Cats.
Yeah, Battle Cats, Knights of the Golden Sun, Honor and Curse, which came out today. That was in my poll, so I'll be showing that off. And that, that made, like, I want to say the CBSI, like,
Sure.
I guess hot list,
list,
to look out for today, which was kind of cool. So shout out to those guys, man. And there was actually a Battle Cats preview that came out today for the next Battle Cats coming out, and I picked up 2 of them. So, I mean, I know it's only a preview, but who knows? Maybe when I do a giveaway, I'll include that. So,
yeah,
I got to figure out what I'm going to do my giveaway, man. I haven't done one yet. I'm slacking on that. Well, thank you for everyone that's joining us still in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button for us. I want to thank Kenny for hopping in here, man. This is awesome, bro. Like, it feels like we were just doing this yesterday, bro.
Did you guys picked up some books today?
Oh yeah, we did. And we'll show them off. Did you pick up any books?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I also had to go hunting, because this Friday I'll be on Tony Sanders' show, The Hunt.
That's nice.
At 11 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys check me out there. I'm not going to show those books off. I don't want to. I want to wait. And actually, I recorded that, so I'll probably make that a video and show the hunt, that like me hunting for those books, and throw that up on my channel. You know what I mean? So yeah, and the Herald of Comics is coming back, Kenny. I remember you saying you liked how I got in there. I did some of that today. So
I do, and that name is fire. The Herald of Comics.
Yeah,
that name is awesome.
Yeah. That's what I like to call those episodes, Herald of Comics. So that next episode will be coming soon. But yeah, I'll show those off Friday night, what I got on the hunt. But yeah, we'll show our pickups up. So we'll definitely see what you got today, man.
Yeah, and if you're in recap mode from last week, that's cool too.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We just talk about what we read last week, and then we'll just talk about what we picked up this week, and then we'll open talk, man. That's kind of like with the format.
Beautiful. I love it.
All right, sweet. So, all right, so yeah, that was Avengers No Road Home issue 2. I guess I'll kind of show that off for you guys. I got to work on a better lighting situation, but you can still get a nice glimpse of what that cover looks like.
Yeah, great cover.
So, all right, so I got 2 more books that I read last week, which were Guardians of the Galaxy #2 and Venom #11. If I had to choose the order, I'd rather go Guardians than Venom. But what else did you gentlemen read?
That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, those 2? All right.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta. I don't know did you guys read Old Man Hawkeye when it was running?
Well, I didn't read it when it was running, but I picked it up, and I picked that up. Yes.
In trade, did you end up reading the series or no?
Yeah, I have it single issue. Yeah, and I read it. Yeah.
Ethan Sachs is the writer of Old Man Hawkeye.
And Old Man Quill.
Old Man Quill coming through. Solid title.
Yeah, I have 2. One. I just didn't get to read it yet, but I have one.
It's good, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Spoil it. Don't worry about it, man. This is what this show's about. It's your fault if you didn't read it, bro. That's how we roll.
Well,
it's an awesome cover.
Yeah, it is a great cover. You got I like how Drax is kind of like flabby and sick,
Yeah.
Which is kind of a nice touch. And for me, it's kind of like I have not read Old Man Logan. So this Wastelands world, the only experience I have with it is through Old Man Hawkeye. So I'm out of the loop on it. Are you all the way up to speed on the Wastelands, Javi?
No, I am not. I've read Old Man Logan, but I did not read Old Man Hawkeye. I'm trying to get.
I think the Wastelands
Is Old Man Logan.
are more established in Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what I feel like I guess I'm missing when I read it.
Oh, you got to get on that, man.
Because is Doctor Doom running shit in the Wastelands during Old Man Logan? Or is that an Old Man Quill thing?
No, that's an Old Man Quill thing.
Tell me this. I have a question. Good. You guys maybe can answer this question. Because there's a little line that's said by like one of the people in the town. They say it to Quill, and I was like, hold on. Is that in a comic? Because they roll up. Old Man Quill and the Guardians show up to Wastelands. They don't know what's going on. This is all new to them. They're like, what's going on here? And the guy says, well, Dr. Doom runs this place. But here we go. Around here, Magneto was doing the ruling. Then the Kingpin killed him. Then Spider-Woman killed him. And now Dr. Doom is running this part of the Wasteland. Did that succession of kills of Magneto getting killed by Kingpin and all this stuff, did that happen somewhere in comics?
I have not heard of that, but that's pretty awesome. I'm trying to think if any of that happened in Old Man Hawkeye. I'm drawing a blank.
Not in Hawkeye. I can confirm that. It didn't happen in Hawkeye.
No,
it didn't.
I think that's just like
new lore for Old Man.
Not even new lore. I think that's I guess you can call it.
It's Old Man. It's Old Man Quill. That's what it is, man.
World building type stuff.
Yeah.
It
it's like having fun. That's what I would call it. You know, just like like how extreme, but at the same time, how real can I make this world? You know.
I was like, oh my god, I want to hear a story about how the Kingpin overthrew Magneto
right.
as ruler of. I'm like, that sounds nuts. And then Spider-Woman killed him. I was like, that panel. I was like, hold on, what happened?
That was awesome.
But it was a fun read. Yeah, thumbs up to Old Man Quill.
And that's Mantis, right? And there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's pretty much the Guardian Squad, right? It's Mantis, Quill, Rocket Raccoon, Drax.
I love old Rocket, man.
Yeah. And Gamora. Yeah, so it's a pretty faithful Guardians crew.
And then, like, issue 1, like, how Quill had that whole other family and stuff like that. I thought that was cool, man.
Yeah.
You know? Rocket giving him shit. Like, you walked out on this family. You know? But he had kids.
Yeah, cut him a break.
Yeah, you know? Cut him a break. All right, we got die-cast collectors and toys in the building. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining us, man. All right, so I guess we're going to Guardians issue 2. Did you read that, Kenny?
I think I skimmed it.
You skimmed it? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, not too much is happening in this book. I still think it's kind of story building and plotting. The book opens up where it's kind of cool, though. Like, you got Quill like narrating like everything that's been happening with the Infinity Wars event and like all that type of stuff. And I guess, you know, and he just starts talking about his feelings and about Gamora and whatnot. And then you realize like he's talking to somebody and it's like, you know, it's like video chat and it's Kitty Pryde on the other side, which is, you know, pretty cool. You know,
that's right. I remember that.
That was awesome.
Man. Awesome. Yeah. And I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. So,
she's like, why are you calling me? And he's like, I just need someone to talk to.
So, you know, he's venting and you have all of that happening. And, you know, I guess, you know, they have that moment where she gives some sort of advice to him or this and that. And then he's got to go because you have Groot and Cosmic Ghost Rider just straight up going at it, man. And Groot's like spawning all these little Groots around him and whatnot. And like, you know, Beta Ray Bill's like, I don't know if Beta Ray Bill's trying to like keep order or if he's like on Groot's side. You know, I feel like he's on Groot's side, you know, because Cosmic Ghost Rider is just going bananas. So Star-Lord's trying to figure all of that out. And then while that's happening in the book, you know, I don't know how much of an, well, actually, I'll just finish that. So Star-Lord breaks them up and then they start to, you know, figure out like what they need to do. Star-Lord's like, this is my new team. It's not the team I really want, but like, okay, this is my guys. So of course he wants to go save Gamora because everyone wants to go kill Gamora because they think she's gonna be the one that Thanos is gonna be reborn into. So of course, Cosmic Ghost Rider is not having it. He's like, bro, I'd rather kill Gamora. So he has like a moment, like I don't know how, but I guess he just dips, right? And then as he dips, he all of a sudden he shows up where you got Star Fox and all those other guys that are still trying to look for Gamora. Like it's what one of the
it's Gladiator, Star Fox,
like
one of the Kree.
Like, I was gonna say one of the members of the Kree and
the Dark Guardians, right?
Yeah. Well, and it looks like they're setting up the Dark Guardians, right?
So I have a screenshot here of that panel where I think it shows the team.
And it has that, like, I guess that no-named character that's wearing all black as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can name these guys. So, Gladiator, Cosmic Ghost Rider. Who's that all-white chick with her boobs
I don't
out?
know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that it's a member of the Kree in the back, that green.
Yeah. Is that the Black Knight?
It looks like the Black Knight.
Yeah, I think it is the Black Knight. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
And then if you lift the iPad up a little bit, you can see there's that new character.
Oh right.
And we don't know who that is yet, right?
No, not yet. Yeah. And I guess they're also with Nebula.
Oh, well,
yeah. And that's like the big reveal, right?
That kind of reminds me of no, but it can't be her. Black Swan from the Black Order. Kind of looks like her.
Oh, maybe.
But I don't know. She doesn't really wear a cloak like that, though. But I don't know. I'm big on the Black Order. That's one of my favorite titles right now.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Feeling it.
Big Kevin's really big on that.
Yeah, Kevin is big on it. If he was here, he'd be like, yo, yeah. My honorable mention every week.
We forgot to mention that Star Fox, his face is the left side of his face is all scarred up and burned up, I guess from the black hole.
Yeah, he's got some Harvey Dent vibes going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nebula shows up, and of course Nebula wants to kill Gamora, and no one knows where to find Gamora, but Gamora, I guess, is somewhere, and Nebula knows the one person that Gamora has this undying love for, and he would be the one to know where she's at. And when you turn to the last page, it's Nova.
Yeah.
So, and I thought that was pretty cool. So,
Dick Rider.
I mean, yeah, you know,
in the flesh.
In the flesh. That was a cool shot at the end too.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Oh, I did forget to mention the person that broke up the fight between Cosmic Ghost Rider and Groot was Moondragon.
Oh yeah, that panel was awesome.
Yeah, she came out like busting the beam out of her head and splitting everything up. So
and didn't she make like a bright green? Can she make dragons like energy dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She pulled a straight up Liu Kang animality on him.
Yep.
Yeah. Also too, I'm not gonna. I did like that little panel with Moondragon, Faye Veil in the bed. That was kind of cool.
Canoodling in the bed, yeah.
That was a nice little panel too.
Yeah, we got a little bit of I guess you could say lesbian love this week as well. If you guys read any of your issues yet, you guys know what I'm talking about?
No, I did not read. No, man, I haven't
read any.
Yeah, I got home and I was actually doing a video for MCE, which I don't know if it's dropping tonight or tomorrow morning, but yeah, I got a video dropping. So,
well, there's a little teaser for you.
All right,
you're gonna get a little couple ladies digging on each other this week. All right.
I look forward to it.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I guess real quick we'll go around the panel. What did everyone think of Guardians issue number 2?
It was cool.
It was cool? Yeah, I dug it too.
Yeah, so. I'd give it like a thumbs like this. Not a thumbs down. It's not a straight thumbs up. It's like a 2 o'clock thumbs up.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah, I dig it.
Shout out to Frank the Tank in the building for joining us.
Frank the Tank approves of lesbians. I'm
Yeah.
very happy to hear that. He also said, "Who is Gamora?" So interesting. She's she's kind of a big deal.
Why is Gamora? I
Yeah,
think he was
why?
waiting for someone to hit him with the why is Gamora.
Oh, I
yeah.
see, I see.
You know?
And Perry says that he copped like 5 issues of Old Lady Harley today.
What?
That's insane.
So,
Where are
Perry,
you
are
guys
you?
with that? Do you
I'm not on that, and I don't know if I should
I'm
be,
not on
man.
that.
I don't know if is he buying into the hype there? I don't know. Is Perry still in the chat or what?
I hope
He
Perry's
might
still in the
be. I
chat.
don't know.
He'll let us
'Cause-
know.
'cause there
Hey.
are some. I was saying that from the beginning, like when I started reading it, of like, I guess technically it's introducing. If you were to assume that DC is gonna introduce their own like old lady, old man world in DC, like Marvel is,
Mhm.
then Old Lady Harley, that series technically is the first appearance of a lot of old versions
People.
of
Yeah.
characters. Like technically, Old Man Batman is like in issue 2. Old Man Joker cameos in issue 4. First full appearance, I suppose, issue 5, which is why some people think it's notable. I mean, I don't know if they're really gonna push this universe or not, but that's the
With the
scuttlebutt.
with the
I
success of
mean,
the Marvel one, I'm sure it's something they might dabble in.
but is the story good?
The so here's number 5, right? I also grabbed it. The thing with Old Lady Harley is the concept is cool. Like the little world that they're building is cool.
Mhm.
The writing and the dialogue is rough, dude. Like it's like really a lot of failed attempts at comedy, and it's real goofball-y and
Yeah, I can
stuff. And it's
imagine.
like, oh boy. Um, so a lot of eye
Ugh.
rolling when I'm reading this shit. My contacts almost come out when I read it because I'm like
Ugh.
rolling my eyes, like.
I know that feeling so much.
But the world that they're like
Trying to
building
grab
of
the
like,
angles so you can see it.
yeah, but I'm not mad at the world though. It's cool. I like the old man Joker vibe. And here's another. Since we're getting speculation mode, or conspiracy theory mode. Harley she goes and like links up with a couple of her ex-boyfriends. One of them being Lobo, right? Lobo's one of her ex-lovers.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, and that sounds cool. I like to see the adventures of Lobo and Harley.
So there's
Yeah.
possibly that Crush might be.
You got it.
There's some speculation right there for you guys.
Seems a
Damn.
little young though for that
Yeah,
to be
that's true.
right. I don't know.
We'll see.
What?
Yo,
That's insane.
just so you guys know, we've been discovered by JB at Discovery Bay Comics. Thank you for joining us, JB. That
Hey,
was
JB.
awesome, man. I should make him a moderator in here too. I should have made that happen. I'm gonna make that happen tonight. Dang, so you think that's real though? Crush? Oh, yeah.
I don't personally know. I don't
No.
think the ages jive.
Mm-hmm.
Because Crush seems like at least I don't know, a teenager, 16, 18 years old. Or something.
Maybe they just age quicker.
Yeah,
You know,
even for the sake of story,
because
I would.
Lobo is insanely old.
Right. I don't know. I think they could probably do something better than make Harley her mother.
Yeah.
I'd rather not see Harley tethered to that character as her mom.
Yeah. True that. All right. Well, there's your speculation of the night. I'm sure we'll get into more speculation as we go on. All right. So the last book that I read last week, which was probably my favorite read of last week, and that is Venom number 11. I don't know if you're on Venom, Kenny. Are you, bro? Oh,
Definitely
he
on
is.
that cover.
Yeah, he's got.
That cover was some hot fire.
I slept and I didn't pick one up, and I should have.
The Watchmen Omaji.
Oh, shout out to Chris from Mad Cave Studios. He was able to pick me one up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So shout out to Chris.
Yeah.
I've been off of. I'm like many issues behind on Venom.
Mm-hmm.
I read it, but I'm a little out of the loop on it. But I will say, I like the maker. as a character.
Oh, bro.
Oh yeah.
And you know what's
Maker's
awesome
dope.
about the Maker? His first
Maker's
appearance
awesome.
is Ultimate Fallout 4, which is the first appearance of Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, man. So that book is like double key right there. And you could have the Maker be like, and we've talked about this before on the podcast with Justin, and I wish he was here because that's his favorite character. And I had 2 issues of that, and I traded him my second one because he loves that character so much. He didn't even care. I mean, he's like cool with the Miles thing, but I want that Maker appearance.
Oh,
So
awesome.
we made a trade, which was pretty cool. So yeah, so I agree with you. I think the Maker is an awesome character, and you can do a lot of things with that character. And he threw this one story or theory out there, like, because the Maker knows of Reed Richards, but Reed Richards doesn't know of the Maker. So if you have that storyline where Reed Richards finds out about the Maker and he becomes like super obsessed about him, like it would drive like maybe the rest of the family mad because he would be like, how does this exist? You know what I mean? Like, so like it was super cool, like the theory that he had on that. But I agree with you. The Maker makes this issue for sure, and then the big reveal at the end. So
Well,
Yeah,
they're just reveals all throughout this book. Like,
yeah, yeah. So all right. So and I know John said this last night when he joined us. What's cool about this book that like Donny Cates is forefronting the symbiote, like, and it's like the alien, and it's like his, you know, it's almost like what he's feeling and what he's going through, and like the anxieties that he's having and stuff like that. And I think that's what like makes me connect to this book. I like after he said that, I'm like, man, that makes total sense. And pretty much this book is revealing that the symbiote has been putting a whole bunch of lies in Eddie's head. So like he's never had a sister, like that was all made up and all this. And I guess, you know, he's, you know, the whole cancer thing, and pretty much like Venom is just telling Eddie like he was just doing this because he needed him, and he didn't, like, if he found out, I guess, that Eddie didn't need him and he walked away, like I guess he would die. Like I go, that's how it felt to me. I don't know. How about you guys?
Yeah, it's a retconning move, but it's one of the dopest retconning moves I've seen. You know,
Yeah.
It was like that's a pimped out retcon.
Yeah.
And I will say I love that because that relationship between Eddie and the symbiote, the alien symbiote, when they have two different entities, you know, like that was my favorite part of the movie. Like there was a there was some low points in that film, but all the scenes between like
Eddie and the
talking
symbiote
to
was
the
awesome.
yeah, like that was all good stuff. I really like that. That's a very unique Venom thing. That's something that Venom has that no other character does, you know. So I like when they lean into it for sure.
Yeah, and you got a lot of that in this. And then I guess the big reveal in the book. All right, so I guess I should have set this up better. So Eddie's like, I guess, in a coma, or he's like under the knife by the Maker. The Maker is trying to figure out like all this cancer that's spread out through his body, or at least that's what it looked like on, like, you know, the MRI/X-ray whatnot. So the last that we knew, that Eddie's brother was there with him at the hospital, Dylan. So Dylan is trying to get in there and figure whatever out, and then he winds up just like dipping and getting some trouble, and he's just like dips out of the hospital. I can't exactly recall what happened there. So he leaves, and then as Eddie's like under the knife having this like one-on-one with Venom, figuring out, you know, that the sister was a lie, the cancer and all this type of stuff, he finds out that his brother is not really his brother, and that it's his son. And that's the big reveal in the book. So I guess here's some more speculation for you, Kenny. Venom issue number 7 was the first appearance of Dylan. So anyone that I have 2 issues, I have 2 copies of that. Luckily, I have the secret variant and the regular one. So that
Tell me this though, because I read that and I saw the reveal. Right, Dylan is not his brother; it's his son. And I was like, "Oh snap! Why do I care? Why does that matter? Is Dylan is he been around for a long? Is he like an established character, Dylan?
No, his first appearance in this this run in Venom 7. So what happened? I don't know, and I know you didn't read all the issues. So
yeah,
leading up to this point,
I read like 1 through 5.
All right, so right after that, like Eddie goes to his dad's house, right, to like try to like, I guess, mend things with his dad. His dad wants nothing to do with him, and while he's there, he sees like a younger guy, and he, you know, his dad yells at him like, "Dylan, get back in the house!" And then Eddie kind of puts 1 and 2 together, like, oh, it's his brother's, like his half brother or something like that, because his dad told him some story, I guess, that about his. I don't know. I forgot exactly the story, but it's his half brother, and that was established in issue 7. So I want to say it was issue 8 or issue 9. He wants to kill Eddie's dad. Like, he's like, yo, I want to kill our dad, so you need to help me do that. So Eddie's like, yeah, all right, fine, I'll help you. So that's kind of like how we've been on this track and how it led all to the Maker and all that type of stuff. So he's not like an established character. He just showed up in issue 7. So, like, I guess you can say it's just speculation, because if that's really his son, whatever happens down the line with him could be big things. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Being Venom's son could be implications that he might be put in the forefront and be maybe his own symbiote someday, or all that kind of stuff.
Probably,
right?
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what Donny Cates does. It seems like when they reveal that he's his son at the last page, there's like a shadow that's overlooking the boy. He doesn't look like he's a muscular figure. He looks like a pretty skinny figure, but it looks like he's like after Dylan. So we'll have to see who's after him. Maybe his dad is behind. I don't know.
Yeah, how long is Donny Cates? Because I don't know if I heard this right or not, but is Donny Cates leaving Venom soon?
I don't know. I did not hear that, but I think because of his tweets in the past, I think he said that he was on this for like a good while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Nerdy Couch? Thanks for joining us, sir.
Yo, Nerdy Couch. Thanks. That's an awesome name. Sorry, I got up real quick so I can grab. Yeah, so the first appearance of Dylan was this one right here, Kenny, so you know. And then that's the normal cover. And then there was a secret variant cover.
The tongue variant. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
The tongue variant, yes. Yo, the art in this book,
can see.
Phenomenal.
So yeah. So some little speculation there for you guys. Issue Venom number 7 is the first appearance of Dylan, which was first to be believed to be Eddie Brock's brother, which is now his son. But no, I agree with you, Javi. Art is phenomenal in this book. This cover too, man. Like, I know you got that Watchmen cover, but even the normal cover, man.
Yeah, normal color's legit, for sure.
So
I don't. That's a very good question. Like, are we supposed to care? I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to find out.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with them, right?
Yeah.
They get, that's how they get it nowadays. Like,
last page.
They're trying to get us so thirsty for keys. Like, oh my god, hold on, is this a key? Oh my god, is that technically first Old Man Joker? Better buy it up. It's a key. It's a key. Sometimes it gets a little overboard, huh?
Yeah, I agree. Just a little.
Can. But hey, if that's what you're in it for, and that's what you like.
No, for sure, for sure. It is cool having first appearances of characters. No doubt about it.
That's what it's all about. And there was some first appearance today, I believe, in our weekly pickups. And I don't know if anyone wants to talk about what they picked up today.
Let's do it.
All right, sweet. I got my thing here.
Yeah, I'm gonna bag and board these up as we introduce them. Very good timing.
Hell yeah.
Right. We got Bake the Snake in the building. What's going on, brother?
Oh, hell yeah. What's shaking, Bake?
There's a big week this week, bro. Or at least it felt like to me.
Bake is the man. Bake's a pillar of the community, just saying. So is Sam's Tangled Web.
Yeah,
Sam's Tangled Web. If I'm not mistaken, he appears on Bueller's show with him pretty often, right?
All the time, bro. That's like Bueller's best friend, man. He's the architect. Sam's Tangled Web, man.
He's the architect.
You know?
Who is the architect in wrestling?
Seth Rollins.
Ah, there we go.
Seth Rollins. All right, I'm splitting this up between Marvel, DC, and Indie.
What was up with that like old Lord of the Rings book you just had?
What Lord of the Rings book?
I don't know.
It
was like this old
You mean this
This
right
old,
here?
no, like this big old timey thick tome, like a Bible looking thing. Is that a carry case?
Oh, yeah, it's a carry case.
Oh wow.
I was like, what?
It's fancy.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah, bro. Fancy, huh? All right, do you guys want to talk about Marvel pickups first, DC pickups? I'm leaving indie for last. I'm going to do a special shout out for the indie pickups last.
Nice.
Let's do Marvel.
Okay. Marvel pickups. All right, all right.
Do Marvel. I'm light. Marvel was my lightest load.
Yeah, might have been for mine. So I guess starting alphabetically, I got Amazing Spider-Man number 16. So we got Craven returning, which is kind of
Great
cool.
Yeah,
Right.
great cover. I love that cover, and I love Craven.
Oh yeah, you gotta let me know how that is. Craven's
hold-
awesome.
I guess I gotta be do better with like leaving this on. Yeah, I think it's a dope cover. So
I guess they're starting. This year is going to be a big Craven arc. The Hunted, it's called.
yeah, man. And Craven's Last Hunt is a great read as well, man.
Hmm?
So
That's very reminiscent.
all right. Does it? I guess we would just go one around. I guess that's how we want to do it.
Sure. I got
Oh, there it is. Hold on, let me. There it is. I got one too, so I can show mine off then too.
love this cover. She looks like a crazy old witch with her crystal ball. I love like how Rocket, like it's awesome.
Agreed. I got one too. I picked that up. What about you, Kenny? Did you pick this up?
I did not. That one's going to be Digital Cop.
Digital Cop. All
Digital
right.
Cop. Like it.
What about your first Marvel book today, bro?
True Believer.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the little first Rogue jam.
I actually found one of those a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah? An OG
Yeah.
one? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured in. I was wondering if they were going to, like, maybe bump up the price on it, because this one is thicker than most of the True Believers. Yeah, it was still $1.
Oh no way, that's awesome.
Yeah. So bang, scoop that one up.
Nice. It's a
Haven't
great.
read. Did you read the copy that you bought, the old one, or no?
No, I should have picked that. Thinking about it, I should. I'm sure they'll still have them, and I'll probably pick one up so I can. I mean, the one I have, it's over here. It's Let's see. I want to say it's a mid-grade, possibly.
I hope you're right, Bake the Snake, who gave a shout out that he hopes that Craven is the next movie Spider-Man villain. I sure hope so, man.
That would be cool. But yeah, this is. I mean,
Look at that. That thing's beautiful, dude.
yeah, it's got a few spine ticks though. So
That'd be
I
insane.
mean, newsstand. But yeah, bro, I'm just happy. I mean, I found a couple key X-Men the last, few months, and I've just been trying to hop on it since we all know that it's coming.
Does it say Captain Marvel Betrayed at the top of the original one too?
Captain America totally defeated. Observe
Right
Spider-
at the it'd be like right at the way top. You see where mine is? Where it says right above Avengers?
No, it does not say that. If you want, I could show you.
That's weird. Yeah, see, king size annual. I don't want them to be changing it.
You gotta do something different, I guess.
Yes, Captain. They had to tie it into Captain Marvel. I guess Captain Marvel Betrayed. I would have liked to have the big 10-speed bike ad on the top. Just keep it real.
Right? That would be good. Yeah, man. I just been trying to hop on anything X-Men, as we know Disney's getting it, man.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I feel like once they start casting those characters, like, those books they're pretty affordable. That's affordable key, I would say. It's not crazy out of price range. So,
Yeah, my thirst for X-Men keys right now is real.
yeah, I hear that. Yeah, man. I found a Gambit. Yeah, I've been on the same tip. So, all right. So I'll go to my next Marvel book, which was Fantastic Four issue number 7. Just come on, bro. Galactus and Doom.
Oh, brother, I'm right there with you, man.
And
Oh yeah.
I love the other issue too, or the
Oh,
issue before it. You know,
dude, I was unenthused, let's say, with the first 5 issues of
I
Fantastic
agree.
Four.
I agree. I was in the same boat, man. I swear on my life.
And then I read issue 6, and I was like, okay. I was on board, dude.
And it's funny because I almost took it off my pull. And before Tom got let go, Tom was like, "No, Chad, I'm telling you, stay on this book." I'm like, "All right, fine, I'll stay on it." And I'm happy I did because this right now is awesome. I agree. This is dope.
It's a great book. Yeah. I guess I can show off. I got the variant cover of Fantastic Four. Let me pull this
Sweet.
up.
Yeah.
Scroll variant.
The Scrolls variant. Yeah.
Cool. We all know the scrolls are coming.
Scroll.
Nice. Fake the Snake says, hey, he's in the same boat with us. Coppin' X-Men books are his top priority right now. Bad news is he's got to tighten his belt a little bit because he just bought a new computer. Good news is he just got equipped to be joining us in the live stream circuit soon, which I am pumped to hear that, dude. Fake the Snake.
You heard
Oh, hell yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
We can't wait to have you, man. Join the community. I mean, you're already in the community, but take that next step in the community. That's I guess the better way to say that. So welcome, bro. Can't wait to see you making videos, live streaming with us, man. We'll have to work something out.
Dude, you just got me excited saying that, Bake. And let me just go on the record saying, I'm sure you're going to have no shortage of people that are going to jump at the chance to, invite you on their stream and do a live show, whatever. Just know, you ever need to get your feet wet and test the ropes, my channel and my door is always open to you, sir. You are the man.
Awesome.
Yep, and that's what we do here, man. All right. So, do you have another title from Marvel, Kenny, that you picked up?
Those are my two. Just those two this week.
Javi, do you have another title from Marvel or no? Because I have one more. It's my favorite cover.
Oh, I know which one it is.
Is it the same one that you have?
Yeah, I have that one and another one.
Oh, that's funny you say that because the hottest cover this week was from DC. So, interesting.
Oh, really? I mean, well, this was my favorite cover, at least from Marvel.
Oh.
I don't care what anyone says, man.
Oh,
this thing right here, I don't know. I'm a sucker for Alex Ross, bro. And that is a beautiful cover. So, my Marvel cover of the week, man, for sure.
For sure. Alex Ross, Captain America.
And yeah, Javi knew. He knew me. He knows me too well. Javi knows me too well, man. That's too funny.
The level of detail is impressive. The stitching on the A is like, whoa.
Yeah. There's stitching on the A. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, bro. It's insane, man.
I also picked up Savage Sword of Conan #2.
Have you read it yet?
Not number 2.
I read it. I read Savage Sword 2.
Is that where we get the little teaser?
Let me see. Is there a teaser in it? Maybe. I can tell you it's good. I was happy with it.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. No, I'm super excited to read it.
A new entrant into the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
We got C. Woodard in the building. What's going on, C. Woodard? Thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for putting the link in the Comic Core chat. Yeah, I just got off of Tacoma Comics channel, and I want to congratulate Who Dat Comics Movies once again. He got a mystery box and got a giant size X-Men #1. So big thumbs up to Who Dat.
That is awesome. Congrats, Who Dat Comics, man. That's what's up, bro.
Excellent.
Nice, man. I'm jealous.
Well, Seawood, nice to stream meet you, Seawood.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys.
All right, yeah. So we're just talking about the books that we picked up today.
Nice.
I haven't been able to read anything yet, so we just been going around just talking about that. I guess to acquaint everyone real quick, C. Woodard, Carson, Javi, Carson, Kenny, Carson. Now we all know each other. Sweet. So I guess we're gonna move over to DC, and I did pick up this Action Comics 1008. I think the cover is pretty cool looking, and I mean, I don't know. We get a little Jimmy Olsen storyline going on, so we'll see what happens here. I mean, I think I don't know. I don't know if I'm just buying Action Comics because Bendis is writing it, but the story hasn't been too intriguing to me. Like they had this new character, the Red Cloud, and we haven't heard anything or who she is or what she is, I guess. So I'm still like iffy. I may or may not drop this soon. So I don't know. We'll give this a try and then see what happens. So
I also bought Action, and I thought the cover B to me was my favorite cover of the week. That cover
nice.
B of Superman in space.
They didn't have that, man. I would have picked it up.
Oh baby, I just like seeing Superman in space. It's just a cool dynamic there.
And that's Jeff Hall.
Yeah, he's a local here in South Florida, man. He
really?
Yeah, he like. I mean, I'm sure he goes into the comic shop that we're here, like around us, but the shop that we used to go to, me and Javi, he used to frequent that one all the time. So we used to see him there. So it was kind of cool.
And I had not been reading Action, so I grabbed it as a cover buy. But in fairness, whenever I grab something for a cover buy, I give it a read and give it a chance to see if it'll make maybe make the pull list. Because I'll take a break from it for a while and then maybe let a hot cover drag me in or something. Awesome. And this one, because I read a few issues ago, they were building up, I think, to that Red Cloud character, but there was no mention of that fella or whoever, Red Cloud, in this. It was Amanda Waller Action, and I guess Lois Lane's dad is a character, which I don't know if that's a newer thing, but he was in the mix, and he seems like he's some kind of, I don't know, agent of some kind.
Okay.
I don't know if that's new or not. But.
I think he was a general or something like that, or something to do with that field.
Yeah, I read it. I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad.
Cool. The next thing I picked up from DC was Detective Comics 9.99. I guess we'll just one shot the rest of these guys and then pick it up cover B. So.
Yeah, I was looking for that one today, and I did not see it, unfortunately. So I was that whole John Byrne Batman thing definitely got me curious as to what was going on there.
I guess as I heard last night on the Comic Core chat, I don't know why I bought this, but I guess I'm gonna go ahead and read this and see what happens with.
Why do you say that? You don't know why you bought it?
Well, I guess kind of get a little insight. I guess the thing is, we still don't know who is the one killing people. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it just continues on. We really don't have any more insight. But kind of like what I was talking about earlier with Batman and Flash and what's going on there, I got a feeling it has something to do with, and it has. I guess I can kind of relate to my next pick, Flash, with Gotham Girl, and I think it might be Gotham Girl that's behind it, and I don't know, man. So, I mean, I'm a big fan of Clay Mann, and I love the art in this book. And then I also heard that he doesn't do all of the art. It's a mix between him and Gerard's, and they said that it's not.
That's right, and that's kind of disappointing. Is you get because I also grabbed the Polaroid cover. You don't get Clay Mann throughout the whole book. But I will tell you, I read like 2 or 3 of these, not all of them. I read this one, and we do finally get an answer of
what?
At least someone who killed one of them. I know that much, but you are definitely going to find out who did. I'll tell you this. This book will tell you, and obviously I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm going to tell you that you will find out who killed Flash in this book.
Okay.
Who done did it?
Who done did it? Revealed.
Yeah,
those are both awesome covers. I was not able to pick one up. I'm hoping that maybe Tate's will have one eventually, or not eventually, but like if I go.
They have them though. They had a stack of them. You're good. I was there this morning. So
yeah, you shouldn't have a hard time finding that title.
All right, Seabird, you want to take it away? What'd you pick up, man?
Yeah, I was just say you guys were talking about cover picks. I found this Batgirl 32. Woo! So I've been having good luck getting these B covers for Batgirl ever since 23. So I'm just like, every time I'm like, all right, now I'm done getting the B covers for this. They released another cool one, and I ended up picking it up. So I got that. And unfortunately, I've been on the road most of the day. I haven't had a chance to read a lot yet. My other DC pick was Shazam #3 today. So 1 and 2 are pretty solid. Hopefully, Dale Eaglesham stays as the main artist because like he did issue 1, but then he didn't do issue 2. So I'm not sure what happened there. But looks like he's back on issue 3 with Marco Santucci. So yeah, we'll see.
Just for confirmation, is that a caterpillar cooking Shazam in a stew?
Yeah, I believe that's
what I'm
Mr.
saying?
Mind.
Okay,
Good old Mr.
sure.
Mind. If you guys read all 52 all the way through, yeah, you definitely see some of that Mr. Mind in there. You want me to keep going with my Marvel and my Independence?
Yeah, if you want to do the Marvels, I have 2 Independents.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, do your Marvels and then
I was gonna say I got one Marvel and then I'll turn it over to you. I got Fantastic Four issue 7. This has probably been my favorite Marvel read. Is Dan Slott's Fantastic Four. So really been enjoying this. So hopefully this issue 7 will be as good as the previous issue because the whole team went to Latveria. They're basically fighting Galactus, so it's just some good classic Fantastic Four action. So looking forward to that.
Awesome.
Javi, what'd you pick up from DC?
DC, it was just the Action Comics.
That's it.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy.
What about you, Kenny?
All right, so DC, you already know about Heroes in Crisis and Action Comics. What up to GPAP? GPAP in the building.
Yo, we got GPAP in the building, man. What up, man? That's my guy, yo.
I just recently did a deep dive. I did a deep dive on his channel this morning.
Bro, his channel's awesome, bro.
It really is.
His kids are dope.
So props to GPAP.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, bro, for real. Shout out to GPAP in the building, man. Go sub him up.
Detective, A cover. Boom, boom. This was one that I read. This was one of the early reads. I read this one. Happy with it. Cool. Have you guys been reading Detective?
Yeah,
No.
I have.
I need to catch up on. I think I got the first 2 or 3 issues of the Tomasi run, and they're pretty good. But for some, I forgot to put it on my pull list, so I missed like 2 or 3 issues. So I need to catch up.
Good. You can tell they're like resolving the stuff that's been happening in the last few issues, and they're setting us up nice for the next big. Actually, this side, the next big 1000. So, Detective.
Awesome.
Old Lady Harley #5. I started picking them up, and I said, you know, it's a 5-issue miniseries. I'm just gonna pick up all 5. And lastly, how could I resist? The Art Germ, Wonder Woman, Hot Fire. She's a beauty. I probably won't read it. I haven't been reading Wonder Woman. Well, maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know. And you guys have anything to say on the content of Wonder Woman comics lately? I'm out of the loop.
I'm completely out of the loop, but I did pick up last week's variant, but that variant looks awesome.
Yeah, this is one of the best ones. I think this one tops the Cold Breath Art Germ one that he did that everyone really liked.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah, I was reading that when they did the Jenny Frizen covers for a little while, and it was all right. I think they basically introduced like Wonder Woman having a brother. So that was kind of interesting, but beyond that, I don't remember too much from the. Because I think I read a little bit of the Greg Rucka stuff too, because he did 1 through 25, so it wasn't too bad.
You know who we could ask? Javi, if he was here, or Kevin. Kevin. Yeah, he's on Wonder Woman because it's like it's connected to the witching hour and all that type of stuff. So hopefully next week when I have Kevin on, he could answer that question for you, Kenny. So all right, so I have 2 indie picks this week. One of them was actually a book that came out last week, but my LCS didn't get it. But I'm working on probably getting a couple more issues because we actually had Chris from Mad Cave on here with us last week. And hopefully he can give me some issues and I'll do a giveaway with some Mad Cave books. And I'm sure you guys in the chat will dig that. So I will work on that. So the first one here is Knights of the Golden Sun, issue #4. This book has been kind of on the CBSI hot list lately. So it's a cool little cover. And I believe issue 1 is getting a second print. So it's cool because it's a indie comic publisher from here in South Florida, and they're getting some love out in the comic world, man. And they also had a sneak preview of Battle Cats #1, which is the next, I guess it's the continuation of Battle Cats, but it's restarting, I guess, the numbering system. So
yeah,
that
just restarting the number.
And then the last one I have is another Mad Cave, which is Honor and Curse. So this is about shinobis and stuff like that. The artwork looks pretty cool. I was actually able to read this digitally, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but yeah, it's super cool. If you're into shinobis and stuff like that, you will definitely want to check this out. The art is phenomenal in this. So go hopefully check out your LCS and find an Honor and Curse. So I don't know. I know C. Woodard's got some indies. Anyone else got any indie books?
I don't this week, no.
All right.
I've got a couple. I've got 3.
You got 3?
And guys, you know what? I got to jump off at the moment. I'm going to use this as my sign-off moment. Thank you for having me, as always.
Thank you for joining me, Kenny. This is awesome, man. Appreciate you, bro. Have a great night. And I'll see you
Obviously
soon,
would.
man.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet
nice
you guys.
talking to you, man.
Catch you guys later.
Later, man.
Kenny. So, I picked up Rick and Morty. Interdimensional cable. So we get a little sneak peek on what's going on with all those Universal channels that you see on TV. I didn't pick this up last week, so I picked it up this week. And this is Sharky by Mark Millar. This is one of the variant covers. And I also picked up Honor and Curse #1 as well.
Displaying it behind you there. See?
Yeah. This was on the shelves, and I was able to find one on the shelves, so I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm snapping this. So I'm excited to read that. This is a Mad Cave Studios pickup.
Cool. What about you, C. Wood?
Nice. My store doesn't get a lot of like the aftershock and that stuff, so I usually have to just get Image, and luckily I got a Boom too. But I got Ice Cream Man #10. I'm still picking up Ice Cream Man. This book's been a lot of fun. So if you guys like that anthology horror style comic with a weird villain in the Ice Cream Man, then I highly recommend it. Issue 9 was a little off to me compared to the other 8 issues that before it, but hopefully issue 10 continues to be good like the first 8 issues. And then I ended up keeping Buffy the Vampire Slayer on my pull list. I was getting the Dark Horse one, the ending of the whole Dark Horse run of Buffy. So my store kept the Boom run on my pull list because of that. And issue 1 actually wasn't too bad. Basically, they're giving the ultimate Spider-Man treatment to Buffy now through Boom, so it's kind of interesting to me. So I'm like, I'll stay on for a few issues and see what it's like. So issue 1 wasn't disappointing, and I actually kind of like this Drusilla cover on issue 2. So I'm looking forward to reading that.
Sweet, man. Nice. I can't wait to hear you talk about it probably next week, Tuesday on your live show, right?
You got it.
Yeah. So I got to throw you at least one plug, man, for hopping on here, man.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
And I mean, I guess now, I mean, we've been on for a minute. We'll kind of open talk for a second and then wrap it up, because I definitely want to catch the Comic Core Unlimited, which will be on in about 30 minutes. So anyone that's here in the chat, make sure you guys jump over there, go to the Comic Core, hit subscribe, hit the bell, so when they go live in 30 minutes, you guys can get that notification. And I'll be there in the chat, and I'm sure C. Woodard will be there too, man. So, yeah. So is there anything that you're like most, I guess, looking forward to read this week?
Well, let's see. Probably, honestly, Fantastic Four and Buffy out of my stack here, I'm looking forward to the most. I kind of forgot Ice Cream Man was coming out this week. And then, like I said, Shazam, I really liked issue 1 of Shazam, but issue 2 is just because they switched artists on issue 2. So I thought that was kind of a red flag to me. But Jeff Johns, he doesn't usually let me down. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll see what's good once I get this little stack read.
What about you, Javi?
I'm excited to read The Savage Sword of Conan #2. I want to catch up on Avengers No Home and Captain America. I'm pretty excited to see how Captain America continues. That book has been like pretty dramatic, I want to say,
Yeah, man. I think it's been a little looked past too, man. I think it's been very well written, and that last issue before too was like, it was very PC. I want to say, like, I felt like it was, or very political. Like I felt like there was some jabs there, but at like the American people. You know what I'm saying? Like anyone else that read that book, you might know what I mean by that. But in the book is what I mean. Captain America has a vendetta with the American people, so to speak. But no, I'm excited for that. I'm excited. I don't know why, but that Amazing Spider-Man with Craven on it, I'm interested to see what that's going to be like. Of course, Honor and Curse, like I said earlier, and then I guess to what Kenny said, I've been on Detective, and I'm excited to see how that's going to wrap up and how that's going to lead into 1000. So those would probably be the books that I'm most looking forward to read this week. So,
Awesome.
You guys in the chat, let me know what you guys are looking forward to. Hit that like button for us. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already too, man. We appreciate it. Well, I don't know if you guys got anything else. No? You want to plug anything?
Thanks for opening the Google Hangout. This is fun.
Yeah, man. I did this last week and it was a lot of fun. And I was just like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna see what happens, bro. It's cool to have different people hop in and out. I think it's a element to the show that makes it exciting, you know. So yeah. I appreciate you joining us again, Carson. It was a lot of fun, man.
No problem.
And if you guys have not checked out C Woodard 19, he's got an awesome channel. He's giving you great content as well. He's live every Tuesday night, so you can find him there. And then you can find him every Friday night on the Comic Core.
Yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern. You never know what's going to happen on the Comic Core. You really don't. I have no idea. It's in 2 days.
And he's probably being legit with that.
Yes.
Javi, as always, man, thank you, brother. You're my man. We'll link up this weekend and have to cheese and chill. Have to jam. We haven't jammed in a while, man, so we got to make that happen. So thank you for joining us once again. Thank you, everyone that joined us in the chat. You guys are awesome. We'll see you at the Comic Core Unlimited in probably about 25 minutes now. So we'll see you guys there. And until next week, guys, go get your books.
Get your books.